drunk by the time that was at like what 7 or 8 or whatever the fuck whenever you came. It was early. I was confused. I was like, damn, that nigga was already.
I can try calling you, but it's only.
No, you gotta call. You just text. You gotta call, I guess. Hey, was y'all thinking about coming out to Reno for the Zone Tour? You're so cool.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a call
When
for pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off.
I tried to
Bringing
do it
it
earlier,
back.
but apparently the hot spot was
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over.
And a sack all the way back in the 5.
you already said
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Huskies with a long way to go
But if
after
you already
the
got
loss
to
on
take
the last play. To the air, it's
Did you take your brother back? Because he did
I texted you.
try to contact
finds
you.
his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's why QBs love their tight ends so
Literally,
much,
yeah.
right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to take off, and he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
It will be.
He's got it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Rainbow Warriors offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Got the quick pass. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size miss.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. On the run, it's Richmond. Oh, what a move. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it past the marker. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. from the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. The give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Hawaii! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Hawaii 14, Washington 0.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Going with the ground game left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets the give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Warriors! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Robbins. Sets up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Give to the back. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's got it on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the run, it's Silva. Got the first down, looking for more. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense?
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get outside. Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Hawaii. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Robbins. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He's in open space downfield. There he goes.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And he's knocked down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say now. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it at the 20. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking downfield, it's Dominguez. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They want to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Silva. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Dominguez. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.